I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, and I really should adjust that to say good afternoon because it is past noon. It's a crazy morning. We had such plans.
You need to raise your seat.
Such plans. Oh my god. Move over. Raise your seats. Lower down. There's too much. It's just too much. Anyway, guess what we were doing this morning? We were booking Airbnbs. It's been so long since we did that.
They've changed the site and everything, and
I couldn't
can't find anything,
and it wouldn't work. It's very stressful, and they want me to pay them all this money. But we have booked an Airbnb for Southern Pines, North Carolina. We have booked an Airbnb for Pittsburgh, and we have booked an Airbnb for New Jersey Sheep and Wool. Even though that may not be going,
right.
But
that's a fingers crossed one.
That's a fingers crossed one, and we have a message out to the person that we rented from 2 years ago for Rhinebeck. Because Rhinebeck has put something out that they are going to be open. They're going to do it. They are going to have social distancing. And not as many in-person classes. However,
and they're not sure how many people they're going to let in.
Right. So, but it is a go. And when we were talking to our friend Paige this past weekend, she and her friends are going to rent the house whether they go to Rhinebeck or not. They're going to get together for the Rhinebeck weekend. And we thought, that is a great idea because that area in that weekend in October is spectacular. It is just gorgeous. So if you're not doing the Rhinebeck yarn, sheep and wool, so we'll go do something in Woodstock because we stayed in Woodstock and we didn't do anything. We just went back and forth to Rhinebeck. So we'll find something else to do. So we're planning to rent a cottage for the weekend there. So we're hoping to get the original one that we had the last time because we like the people very much, but I'm not sure whether she's renting this year or not. We shall see. But that's how we spent our morning, spending lots of money renting places to go stay outside of this house.
But you know what it is? You got a taste this weekend of seeing somebody other than the two of us, speaking to other people in person, and it was just like, oh my God, I missed this. That
actually is the gist of our podcast this morning. For those of you that are longtime viewers of the podcast, you know how much we like Ann Vogel and her podcast, What Should I Read Next? And she also has an email that she sends out from the modern Mrs. Darcy. And her email this weekend was realizing things that you're missing that you don't even know you're missing until it happens again. And then you're like, oh my God, I missed that.
Right.
And Helen and I were talking about it. And one of the things I really miss is driving where you don't have a necessary destination or it's not part of the job and it's not part of your responsibility as being a family member. It's just driving to go somewhere fun.
Yeah.
And we have not done that because Helen and I both love to drive. And we have not done that for a year and a half. I hope you all appreciate
the camera's the other way, idiot.
What we do. Anyway.
She's just sitting here. She is balanced. Oh my God. Half of her is on the arm of my chair. Half of her is on the arm of Mary Beth's chair.
Pretty sure she doesn't know how to turn around. You're a special, special girl. All right. Anyway. Excuse me.
Look at how smart you are. You turned yourself around.
If you know, you know. Okay. Anyway.
But the whole, the modern Mrs. Darcy, the thing that she missed is that when they drive places or they fly places, she and her husband have conversations. And they have their what-if conversations. And I said to Mary Beth, you've got to read this because it's so us. I cannot tell you how many plans are hatched driving someplace. How many times we have changed the direction of our business driving someplace and then driving back, it's like, yeah, that was ridiculous, whatever. But it's so much fun to just, you plan it and you're like, oh, what if we did this? And if we did this? And then it's just like, and then maybe one little tidbit of the whole thing will come to fruition.
Right.
But it's just.
But as she said, some of them are rightfully shelved.
Right.
Because it's a true Walter Mitty what if, But again, as Helen said, a lot of them are, we may not do the whole thing, but we may get a little piece of it and get that going type of thing. So that it's just, it's one of those things that you do. You miss that. Because we used to do that a lot. And the whole cloud that is COVID-19 that's been sitting on top of all of us has kind of put a damper on that. And I'm looking forward to not having that anymore.
Right.
I also, we put up a video over the weekend of our trunk show, our virtual trunk show that we did with Paige, the framer at Frame and Fiber. And if you have not watched it yet, you should go and watch it because it's not really much of a trunk show. It's more of the three of us just being absolutely ridiculous and laughing hysterically.
Absolutely very little sales talk. It's just.
It is unadulterated joy
right.
of spending time with somebody that I really enjoy being with and talking to and that kind of thing. And it really came across over the podcast. So it's more of a podcast. And we're talking the crossover of books and yarn and that kind of thing and favorite children's books. So we had a blast doing it. Everybody who has seen it has said that they enjoyed watching it very much. So we hope you do. But that is something that I really miss. Just sitting with somebody in person and laughing hysterically and just talking and really enjoying their presence. So,
and as we were saying, you have your virtual get-togethers, but you don't get the cacophony of talking over each other and just,
there's also
relaxing
the feeling that comes with it because it's kind of like watching a concert on screen and being at the concert. Right. There is a feeling in the air that just takes over,
Well, you're more relaxed.
Yeah. So and you're not distracted by the dogs or by thinking about how you should be doing something else or that kind of thing. It's your whole focus is there. And that's the way it should be. So that is something that we are really looking forward to doing more as well. So we'd like to know what have you missed that you haven't really thought about, but if you think about it, what's something that you've missed and that you really are looking forward to picking up again?
Yeah.
So.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing If One Can, Two Can by Monster Knits. Amy Mickelson did a great job knitting this for us as a sample. We are going to have kits. We just have to figure out exactly how much of each color because it's silly to sell you 4 skeins of yarn when you use less than a mini for the yellow. But we will be putting together kits for this because it is a bright, colorful, fun shawl.
So these will be part of our Maryland next week. The kits will be available.
So this, the blue is toothpaste, the orange is carrots, the yellow is lemon drops. They are all from our Birdie Bots Everyday Beans original collection, and then the pink is Joy, which seems to show up in a lot.
Yeah, and it's a mainly stockinette instead of garter, so it's just it's a different texture of a shawl that you're used to, and it's really kind of nice.
It's beautiful, it really is, and it's mosaics, slip stitch. So, it's.
Yeah, I mean, look at the mosaic work she did there. Just gorgeous. Thank you, Amy.
Yes, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. Love it. So,
there's my cat eating the fake tree again.
So Helen released Helen released the names of the second chapter 2 of the Princess Bride collection, which will be coming out for Maryland. So stay tuned, watch our Instagram posts because we are going to be dropping hints at all the different things that are coming up over the next 2 weeks.
So Maryland Sheep and Wool, for those of you who do not realize, is May 1st and 2nd. It's virtual. And that's less than 2 weeks from today.
No stress here.
We're totally chill.
None whatsoever.
We're totally ready.
And let's all laugh uproariously together about that one.
We should definitely be taking
Anywho.
entire mornings just booking Airbnbs, So
Okay. Anyway, so we have new Princess Bride yarn coming. We have a new shawl pattern coming from Corey from iRock Knits. All right, so we're going to go get going. We hope you guys have a wonderful day.
go forth and create.
And we will see you on Friday. I'm so used to saying we will see you tomorrow, but we won't. We will see you
Right.
on Friday. Can you see the tail flicking behind my shoulder?
And you can hear it too.
She's such a... Look at that horrible cat. Anyway, we'll see you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.